you know, this character sucks. This one's a bleep. This one's, well, I'm pretty sure you get my drift, don't you? You really don't want to have your readers hate your characters, and so that's what I'm going to talk to you about today, which is have your readers not hate your characters, because then they might not be your readers anymore if they do. They just might take your book and throw it across the room, or throw it out the window. Or put your book in the recycling bin and give you the old 1-star review, which you don't really want, do you? But they do say 1 star helps you learn, but the less of them you get, the better it is for your book, obviously. So, let's not have our readers hate our characters then, and shall we? And, oh, of course, there are 10 ways to do just that. Starting with number 1. Give them clear motivation. Your reader doesn't necessarily need to agree with a character, they just need to understand the motivation behind the actions. Someone who does terrible things for a clear reason is better than a character who does mildly bad things just because, well, you know, I feel like being a prick this day, week, month, or my whole bloody life. An example will be, you have a detective lie on the stand, because if he told the truth, it would get his partner killed by the associates of the person he's going to be testifying against. Motivation creates the context, which in turn creates empathy for your characters. Number 2, let them care about something. In the movie 3:10 to Yuma, the remake anyway, Russell Crowe said, "Even bad men love their mamas." That's the movie I watched, the remake version, not the original, so I can't comment on the other one. A character who cares is human, though, even if they're evil. One who doesn't is pretty well useless to your story, and another way that gets your book tossed. What they care about could be a child, a pet dog, or their personal code. If you remember John Wick, if you watch that movie, his dog gets killed, and then he goes on the big rampage and, well, mows down every single person who contradicted him, who went against him, and oops on their part for doing that. Or they could have a memory of how things were, and they really want to go back to those days. Number 3, you can show self-awareness or guilt. Probably one of the fastest ways to have your readers hate a character is to not just make them awful, but do that and have the character always thinking they're right, even in the face of evidence that proves they're wrong. We all know people like that, and we try to stay away from them as much as possible. Show the character's internal conflict. If it's a villain, have them think or show them having guilt about doing something, but they can't see a way out. Or they continually justify to themselves the way they're doing if they have a way out. If it's the hero detective, maybe they're conflicted about not spending enough time with their family, missing a child's play because they were investigating a serial killer case. Number 4, balance flaws with competence. Your readers might forgive some moral failures as long as the character is good at something. If you can have your character be rude or ethically compromised, as the politically correct saying goes, something like a corrupt cop who's really good at solving cases, maybe his corruption helps him with that, or another way is the arrogant athlete who thinks they're the greatest to ever play the game, and then they break a single season record for the most goals in a season. And the goal that breaks that single season record also breaks the record for the most career goals, and in the presentation for them doing it, they just raise their arms and say, "I want everybody to know that I am the greatest that's ever lived in this game." Well, they may be right. Who really likes people like that, even if they can back up their stuff? Number 5. Mean and nasty, but with a reason. Simply having a character who is cruel without any reason behind it, well, that's just lazy. Another thing that gets your book, well, hopefully not mine anyway, tossed out the window. You can have a detective or any character snap at someone, "I can't believe you did it, type like that thing, but show the pressure behind it. And what nerve got hit that caused them to completely blow their stack. "I can't believe you did that, type of thing. You know what I mean. Hopefully my heart rate's not up too bad. Anyway, 6. Have moments of vulnerability. Don't make your characters soft as snow. You can crack them in a moment of tense vulnerability, where they are seemingly about to break down. Maybe they're about to fall off that wagon and grab the bottle again, but they just saying, I can't bear this anymore, but if I do this, I'll be no good to the people who are depending on me. What do I do? And then, well, you cut to another scene because you want to have that cymbal crash and you want your readers to know what's going to happen with that character again. Number 7, let consequences land. If your character does bad things to good people, or anyone else at all, even bad people, they should have that come back and bite them in the butt, because no one really likes being pushed around a tree like garbage, because sometimes they might want to kick them in the butt for doing it to them. If your character lies, betrays, or hurts others in any way, then they should have a fall because of it, and maybe a chance at redemption, like your inciting incident in a story could be their fall after treating everybody like garbage around them, and then the course of the story they have to redeem themselves, kind of like a Scrooge type story for this type of year. You know you're going to be watching a movie about Scrooge this year, aren't you? We do every year, don't we? So, well, anyway, next. Number 8, avoid preachy characters. People who act self-righteous as though they have the moral high ground on everything. Well, nobody really likes people like that either, do they? No, no one does. So your reader won't stick around in your story. When the character lectures and acts like they know everything, so don't have someone in your story who's a hypocrite. You know, those people, the celebrities who preach environmental responsibility and then fly around in private jets acting like, well, to you, anyway. And your character is wrong, but they just won't admit it even in the face of overwhelming evidence. Have the actions prove the belief, though, and the consequences will have them to prove or argue a point. Number 9. Give them a personal code. This could be something like the Robin Hood philosophy of rob from the rich to give to the poor, or the organized crime contractor who refuses to hurt children. Or it could be something along the line of someone who commits to something and always sees it through to the end, no matter what the cost. Number 10, show change or the cost of not changing. Characters might not need to grow. Sometimes you have characters in a series like Jack Reacher who do pretty much stay the same throughout a series, or they could have a cost of not growing because they always have to move from town to town. Let's say you're doing a standalone story, though. If the character doesn't grow, there should be a cost. Someone should have a cost even in the series for not growing. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video and that it helps you with your writing. Have a great day and a great week. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in 7 days. So long.